I gained 86 pounds in the last 2 years, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how I did that. So, the first thing, just stuffing myself. I was like around 2.5 years ago when I just really started to understand how important it was to actually bulk up and gain weight, to actually build a physique of my dream, to actually gain muscle, and just also gain weight in general. I slowly understood that the reason why I wasn't gaining weight beforehand, while I was still this skinny, wasn't because I was some genetical phenom whereas super fast metabolism was like a hard gain and couldn't gain weight. It was simply because I wasn't eating enough. I just needed to eat more. But it was a really difficult task for me, especially at the beginning, because I had such a small appetite and I was so used to eating so little. Because I was a video game addict and I was playing video games for like 8 hours a day on the days where I didn't have to go to school, like on weekends and holidays. So, and I never really felt when I started playing, I never really felt like stopping. I didn't want to stop and go eat a big meal and then come back. I just want to play all day. So I had to learn to first get rid of video games. Stop. Like I literally sold my PS4. I don't play video games anymore, and also just learn to eat more. Learn to stuff myself. At the beginning, it was really really hard. I had to stuff myself, but really really quickly, I started to actually fall in love with eating more. Really really quickly, I started to get used to it, and my stomach started to get bigger. And I very rarely got to the point where I was like truly full and couldn't eat anymore. But trust me, it quickly changed. Now 2 years later, I'm like 86 pounds heavier, and I'm still bulking. I'm trying to gain more weight before I do my first official cut. And now it's really difficult. I still have to master the skill of stuffing myself because very often, especially during the last meal of the day, the last 500 calories that I need to eat to be in a surplus, it's really difficult. Like I'm starting to get really full. I need to just force myself to eat more and eat more and eat more. And it's just not easy. It's not supposed to be actually easy. Of course, when I first started bulking, because I was so light, it was difficult at the start, but very quickly I adapted myself and it started to become fairly easy because I didn't really need to eat that much to gain weight because I was super light. I weighed like 52 kilograms, 114 pounds. Now I'm at 200 pounds and bulking at 200 pounds. I need to eat a lot. I need to eat like 3,900 calories every single day. And it isn't easy, especially when you're eating healthy. I'm eating mostly rice, meat. Yeah, rice, meat, and some vegetables, some fruits. That's basically all I eat. But that's a skill that everyone, any level, needs to learn. The skill of stuffing yourself. Even when you fall, you just think to yourself, okay, one more bite. Right now, sometimes eating takes as much discipline as my training, to be honest. Sometimes I need to push myself up here, more when I'm eating than I do when I'm training, to be honest. The second thing, I use holidays to my advantage. I'd learned the concept of bulking a long time ago, even before I really started to take bodybuilding seriously. But I always struggled to do it because I had to go to school. I never really liked to take like big meals with me to school because it like smelled weird. You're in class and you just smell chicken. You smell your bag smells like food, and I didn't want to have that. So I always took like small meals to school. After school, I had some time, of course, but I also had to go to wrestling after school. So I was fairly limited to how much time I had during school. So I tried to bulk for like 3 months during the school time, but it was fairly hard and I didn't really gain any weight. But then the same summer holidays came up, summer holidays of 2022, and I had 6 weeks, 6 weeks of just free time. I remember that period of time was so fun because that was the time where I really made some big changes in my life. I got rid of a lot of the addictions that I had. I really started improving my mental health, my physical health, and really changing my body and really changing my identity. And that's where I really got started to gain weight. Like I remember in those 6 weeks, I gained like 8 kilograms. So I probably gained weight way too quickly. But I think for some reason I didn't look that fat. I'd gained a lot of weight, but I didn't look like I gained any fat. I looked like I gained 8 kilograms of muscle. Of course, I didn't. I didn't gain 8 kilograms of muscle, like totally impossible in 6 weeks. Some of it was probably water weight, some of it was fat, but a big chunk of it weirdly was muscle. And I was really, really impressed by that. I probably should have gained weight slower, but what helped me to gain weight so quickly, even though beforehand I was struggling so much, is because I had so much free time and I really capitalized on that free time that I had during the summer holidays. And then when school started again, I started to struggle to bulk again. I couldn't bulk, it was really difficult for me again. And then a few months later, during the holidays, I started gaining weight again. So very often, most of the weight that I gained during those last 3 years were during times where I wasn't going to school, where I was really free and I didn't have that much time to invest into random things like school and other things in general. Like right now, for the last 4 months, 5 months, I've been bulking. And it's because I'm not in school anymore. I've dropped out of school and now I can focus on my business and my fitness. So I'm not bulking right now. I'm bulking right now because I have more free time. It always really worked well for me to really capitalize on these periods of time in my life where I had a lot of free time. Third thing, just tracking my calories. That's actually something that I've started doing a little bit, I've started really taking seriously recently for this current bulk that I'm doing. Because for the first bulk that I did, remember the bulk where I gained like 8 kilograms in 6 weeks, I didn't track my calories, obviously. I didn't. I just ate until I was full. I just ate everything I could eat. And I think if I tracked my calories, I would have found a way to even bulk, even during school time. Even when I was busy for school and I had to go to school and everything. I'm sure if I really started tracking my calories earlier, I'm sure I would have found a way to actually be in a surplus every day, even when I was busy. So that's what I've been doing now, and I've been gaining weight slowly for the last 5 months, thanks to tracking my calories. Because if I wasn't tracking my calories, it would have been a lot harder for me to bulk, and I'm sure I would have gained any weight because I drastically underestimated how many calories I need to eat to gain weight now. Now that I'm around 200 pounds, and the reason why I didn't track my calories before, even though I already knew of the concept of tracking calories for like the last 5 years, is because I was skeptical, anxious, and scared of it because I thought it was just super difficult, super complicated, super time consuming task, even though it wasn't. Like, literally, for months and months and months, I thought to myself, okay, I'm not going to track my calories because it's so difficult. The first day that I tried it, I was like, oh, it's this easy. Like, it really isn't complicated. With the simple way that I do it, I just have an app called MyFitnessPal on my phone. Like, it's a free app. I'm not sponsored by them. I have like 100 subscribers. I can't be sponsored yet, but it's like a free app I have on my phone. And when you get the app, they ask you like your age, your gender, your height, your weight, your activity level, and your goal. If you're trying to gain weight, how much weight you're trying to gain. If you're trying to lose weight, how much weight you're trying to lose it per week. And then every day, it gives you the exact amount of calories you need to eat to reach your goal. So it makes it super simple to reach your goal. You have to simply weigh your food. You just need like a kitchen scale, which is really, really cheap. You can find one for like €8, €10 on Amazon. And you weigh your food, you put your plate in, you put your food in, you weigh it, and then you put it into the app. For example, if I'm eating rice with chicken, for example, the classic bodybuilder meal. First, you weigh the rice alone. Let's say it weighs 700 grams. So you're eating quite a lot. You put it into the app, you go into the app, click on breakfast if it's the first meal you're having, and then you look for rice, and then you put in 700 grams, and then it gives you the exact amount of calories that the 700 grams of rice have. They probably have like something like 900 or maybe 1,000 calories in them, and then it subtracts the 1,000 calories from the daily calories that you need to eat today because it's already eaten 1,000 calories from the rice. And then you can do the same thing with the chicken. Let's say you weigh the chicken and it's around chicken breast and it's around 300 grams. So it's probably, you look for chicken breast in the app and then you just confirm. You put in 200 grams, you confirm. It's probably something like 500 calories and that's it. Like, it's really, really simple. It doesn't take that much time. And I regret not doing it sooner. Because I'm sure I would have made a little bit more progress if I had started to track my calories a lot earlier. Like, maybe directly when I started training. If I started just tracking my calories instantly, I'm sure I would have made even more progress now. The last thing, finding calorie dense meals. I take this example in the last video, but I think it's a really good example. Trying to bulk on broccolis is like a dumb idea. If you had a friend or you are trying to bulk whilst getting the majority of your calories from broccolis, That's like the dumbest idea ever. Because broccoli is such a, the amount of calories that it has per gram, it's so low. Like for 100 grams of broccoli, you have like something like 20 calories in there. So trying to eat in the caloric surplus was getting most of the calories from broccoli is pretty much impossible. But trying to get to bulk, to be in a caloric surplus, was getting most of your calories, most of your meals are consisting of ribeye steak. Now that's a good idea because ribeye steak, for like 100 gram of ribeye steak, you have like 250 calories or something like that. So for 1,000 grams of ribeye steak, you have like 2,500 calories. So eat like 2, 3 ribeye steaks, like 2, 3 medium-sized ribeye steaks of 4, and then you get your calories from the day. But you need to be rich to do that. Like I don't eat ribeye steaks every day. Like I eat I'll maybe have it like once every month or something like that because I'm pretty broke. But when I can, when I become more financially successful, you could say, I'll probably eat most of my calories from ribeye steaks, from the steaks, and like entrecote, ribeye steak, tomahawk steak. I'm just in love with steaks in general. But getting most of the calories from meals like that, that's a good meal to get most of the calories from if you're trying to bulk because it's really calorie dense. Something else that there are other different meals with are pretty calorie dense. So for right now, I'll get a lot of my calories, like maybe 50% of my calories every day, or 40% are from rice. And rice is pretty good. Like it's pretty calorie dense. It's not like anything crazy, but it's pretty good. For like 1,000 gram of rice, I get like 1,350 calories. So it's fairly okay. It's not like the best. It's not even comparable to like ribeye steak, but it's still pretty good. But if I try to bulk like on potatoes, just eating potatoes all day, getting 60% of my calories from potatoes, that definitely wouldn't have been a good idea because potatoes aren't as bad as broccolis, but it's still not calorie dense at all. Like for 100 grams of potatoes, you have like something like 50, 60 calories. So trying to bulk on that, good luck. Just good luck. If you can succeed at bulking for months and months and months whilst getting most of your calories from potatoes, you have my respect. Like honestly, you have my respect. But in general, look for calorie dense meals. Meals that give you like try to get most of your calories from meals that get you like like for 100 grams of it, you get around at least 130 calories and more and above. Try to get most of your calories from meals like that. And if you can find a meal that's really healthy, like maybe steaks, that gives you like 400 grams of it, you get around 200 and above, it's gonna make the process a lot easier for you. So yeah, I hope you found this video valuable. I recently started like a free community. If you're interested, if you want to bulk up and build muscle, just click the first in the description. It's like a completely free community, and hope to see you inside. Don't worry, from comfort. Chase it.